Hello students, this is Deepika Jala from Department of Mathematics, Rai University, Ahmedabad. Today my topic is real number and set theory. Okay, now you know that there are so many numbers like real numbers, natural numbers, odd numbers, even numbers. सारे नंबर्स आप जानते हो, बट ये नंबर कहाँ से आए इसका हम थोड़ा सा आज इंट्रो कर लेते हैं. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद द रियल नंबर्स. Real numbers are those numbers which include all the positive numbers, negative numbers, all integers, rationals, irrationals. In short, you can say that real numbers are including all types of number except the negative roots. Clear? Negative roots, that means under root of -2, -3, that are not the real number. They are known as the imaginary numbers. Now real numbers are further divided in two numbers. They are the rationals and irrational numbers. Now rational numbers are those numbers which are in the form of a by b, where b is not equal to 0 and a and b both are the integers. That means integers take the value either positive, negative and 0. For example, 2/3, 5/3, 3 etc. are the rational numbers and it is denoted by capital Q. Now further is irrational number. Now irrational numbers is all the exponential functions, pi, all the under roots number are known as the irrational numbers. Okay, now irrational numbers are further divided in two numbers, integers and fractions. Integers normally denoted by capital I or capital Z. In rational number, if we put denominator, that means b is equal to 1, it becomes the integers. Integers are either positives, negatives included 0. It is, you can say that it is a pure number. That means 1.2, 2.3 are not the integers because they are divided in the fractions. Fractions are in the form of p by q. For example, 3/2, 5/6, 1/2, etc. are the examples of the fractions. Okay, then integers are further divided in 5 numbers. They are the negative, whole numbers, natural numbers, odd numbers and even numbers. Now we divide integers, that means these 5 numbers are also in the form of either positive, negative and 0. In negative numbers, it includes all the negative numbers like -1, -2, -3 up to -infinite. Then whole numbers, it is normally denoted by capital W. It includes all the positive integers included 0. That means whole numbers start from 0, 1, 2 up to plus infinite. Next is natural number. It is denoted by capital N and they are start from the 1, 2, 3 up to so on. 0 is not included. That means we can say that there are minor difference between whole numbers and natural numbers. Whole numbers, in whole numbers 0 is included and in natural numbers 0 is excluded. Next is odd numbers. Odd numbers, that is not divisible by 2. That means they are not the even numbers. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11 etc. are the odd numbers. Normally odd numbers are in the form of 2n plus 1. And last is a even number. Even numbers normally denoted by capital E and they include all the numbers which is divisible by 2. For example, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 etc. are the examples of the even numbers. 0 is also a even number. Most of them are not knows that 0 is either negative or either a odd number or even number, but here 0 is an even number and the general form of an even number is 2n. Now next point is modulus or absolute of real numbers. Now modulus is a real number. It is denoted by in the form of mod A and it is defined as follow. Most of us are sometimes think that कि मोड में अगर कोई निगेटिव नंबर्स है तो मोड के बाहर वो पॉजिटिव क्यों हो जाता है. दिस इज द एग्जाम्पल दैट इफ देर आर 3 वैल्यूज ऑफ मोड, if mode of A is positive then its value become A. If the value of A is less than 0 then mode of A becomes minus A, and if A itself is 0, then mode of A become 0. Now my next point is set theory. So first point is set. Now set is a well defined collection of objects. For example, objects like any name, any integers, any real numbers, any alphabetical numbers. This is also called the elements or member of a set. For example, if X is an element of set A, it is denoted by X belongs to A. This symbol is referred as belongs to. That means X ऐसा element है जो set A में है. Now for example, if set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, then the element of 1 belongs to A. That means 1 जो है वो set A में है. Second point is, if X is not an element of set A, it is denoted by X does not belongs to A. This symbol is referred as does not belongs to. That means ये ऐसा element है जो set A में नहीं है. For example, if set A contains 3 elements 1, 2 and 3, then we can say that 4 is not belongs to set A. 4 set A में नहीं है. Now next point is finite number of finite set. That means if any set contains finite number of elements, then it is said to be a finite set, or you can say that it is a countable set. For example, here set contains only 3 elements. That's why it is called a finite set. Another example is like, for example, set B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10. It is also called a finite set because the element has a countable elements. Next point is infinite set. Any set whose elements are uncountable, that means जिसके elements को हम count नहीं कर सकते, it is called an infinite set. For example, set A is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to so on. That means here is not ending element. ये सेट अप टू इनफाइनाइट तक जा रहा है, इसमें एक भी एलिमेंट नहीं है जिसको हम डिफाइन कर सके कि वो एंडिंग पॉइंट वाला है. दैट्स वाई ए इज कॉल्ड एन इनफाइनाइट सेट. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज एम्प्टी और नल सेट. एनी सेट which contain no elements is called an null set or empty set. It is normally denoted by phi. The symbol is referred as phi. Now next is important definition of set theory. Now let's take first point is subset. Now if all elements of set A are the element of set B, then we can say that set A is a subset of set B. Here you can see that this is a pictorial diagram of set theory. It is also called as the Venn diagram. Here this is set B and this is set A. Symbolically it is written as A subset B. This symbol is referred as subset. For example, let's take set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and set B is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then here you can see that all elements of set A are included in set B. That's why A is called the subset of set B. This thing is represented using the Venn diagram. Here you can say that set A contains 4 elements 1, 2, 3, 4 and set B contains 6 elements like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All elements of set A are in set B. That's why A is called the subset and B is called the superset. Next point is universal set. All these sets will be the subset of one fixed set is called the universal set. That means universal set एक ऐसा set है जो बाकी सारे set को include, बाकी सारे set के elements को include करता है. It is called the universal set and it is denoted by capital U. For example, let's take one set A contains 3 elements 2 3 5 and another set B contains 4 elements 1 4 6 and 7, then the combination of set A and B are known as the universal set. That means universal set contains all the elements of these two sets or more than these two. Okay, now this one is the Venn diagram of universal set. Okay, Venn diagram of universal set can be represented by either a rectangle or a square. Now next point is a singleton set. A set which contain only a one element or single element is called a singleton set. For example, set A contain only one element or member. That's why A is called the singleton set, and this set this diagram is represent this set. Here you can see that this one is the universal set and this one is the set A contains only a single element 5. Next point is disjoint set. That means the set which contain no any element in common is called the singleton set. For example, you can see here set A contains 3 elements like 1 2 3 and set B contains 3 elements like 6 7 and 8. You can see here both these sets are different. That means not even a single element is common in these two sets. That's why these two sets are said to be a disjoint set, and the Venn diagram or pictorial format of this set is this one. Here you can say that set A contains 3 elements 1 2 3 and set B contains 3 elements 6 7 and 8. So these two are the disjoint set. Next point is power set. Power set is a set containing all subset of a given set is called as power set, and it is denoted by P of A. If set is represented by A, then its power set is denoted by P of A. Generally, formula for counting the total number of element of power set is 2 raised to n, where n is the number of the elements which that set contain. For example, if A is equal to ABC, here the total number of element of this set is 3, therefore power set of A is 2 raised to 3 is equal to 8 elements in this set, and these elements are: first element is null set. That means you can say that null set is the subset of every set. So first element is always a null set. Then take a singleton set, singleton element. So first take A, then B and then C. Here all the singleton elements are covered. Now take a pair. So first pair is AB, next pair is AC and next pair is BC. Here AB and BA both are the same pair. That means only order is changed. Then take the 3 elements, and 3 elements is nothing but the set itself. So here total number of elements is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So this is the power set of set A. Now next point is set operations. Now set operations are like union of the set, intersection of the set, difference of the set, then symmetric difference of the sets. So we take one by one. First take the union of two sets. The union of two sets A and B is the set of all elements which belongs to either A or B or both. That means वो सेट के यूनियन ऑफ दिस टू सेट मतलब वो एलिमेंट्स जो आइदर सेट ए में है, बी में है या फिर दोनों में है. Normally it is denoted by A union B. The symbol is referred as the union. So the formula of this set is, that means union of two set is a set of X such that X belongs to A and or X belongs to B. इसका मतलब वो एलिमेंट्स जो सेट A में है या फिर सेट B में है या फिर दोनों में है. For example, let's take set A contains elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and set B contains element 2, 4 and 6. Then union of these two sets are वो एलिमेंट्स जो ए में है, बी में है या फिर दोनों में है. दैट मीन्स 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. And the Venn diagram of union of two sets is this one. Here you can say that this set contains the elements 1 2 3 4 and 5, and set B contains the element 2 4 and 6. So union of A and B, which contain the elements either in A or in B or in both, is 1 3 5 2 4 and 6. Now next point is intersection of two sets. So the intersection of the two sets A and B is the set of all elements which belongs to both A and B. That means you can say that intersection of two sets contain only those elements which are in A and B both. It is denoted by A intersection B. So this symbol is referred as the intersection. So the formula of intersection A and B is equal to set of X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. That means वो एलिमेंट जो A and B दोनों में है. That means you can say that the common element of this two set. For example, set A is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 and set B is equal to 2 4 5 and 6. So intersection of these two sets, that means common element of these two sets are 2 and 4. So here this one is the Venn diagram of intersection of two sets. Here you can say that set A contains 1 3 2 and 4 and set B has the elements 2 4 and 5 6. So the common element of these two sets are 2 and 4. So intersection of these two sets A and B is 2 and 4. Now next point is complement of a set. So let U be a universal set as we discussed earlier and set A be a subset of U. Here you can see that this one is the universal set and this one is the set A. Then the complement of set A is the another subset containing all the elements of U which are not in A. It is denoted by A dash or A bar. That means complement of a set is another set which contain all those elements which are in U. That means universal set but not in that set, matlab set A. So the formula is A dash is equal to set of X. That means complement of set A is equal to set of X such that X does not belongs to A and X belongs to U. And Venn diagram of complement of set is this one. Here you can say that this one is universal set, this one is set A, and this yellowish portion is denoted by the complement of set A. Now next point is difference of two sets. The difference A minus B, the symbol is referred as the difference. So difference of A minus B of two sets A and B is the set of all elements of A which are not element of B. That means difference A minus B is a set which contains the elements only in A, not in B. So the formula of A minus B is equal to set of X such that X belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. इसका मतलब वो एलिमेंट जो सिर्फ सेट A में है बट सेट B में नहीं है. And the Venn diagram of this set is this one. Here you can say that this yellowish portion is denoted A minus B. That means वही एलिमेंट जो सिर्फ A में है. This area is covered as A minus B. ये वही एलिमेंट है जो सिर्फ सेट A में है. Also B minus A is equal to set of X such that X belongs to B and X does not belongs to A. That means B minus A contains the elements which are only in B but not in A, and the Venn diagram of this set is this one. Here you can say that this portion, this reddish portion is only show the elements which are in B minus A. Now next point is the symmetric difference. So the set of all elements which are in A or in B but not in both is called the symmetric difference of set A and B. Clear? So symmetric difference that means वो elements जो सिर्फ set A में है या फिर set B में है but दोनों में common ना हो. It is normally denoted by delta. So A delta B and the formula of A delta B is equal to A union B minus A intersection B. That means वो element जो दोनों में है minus वो element जो दोनों में common है. Here you can see the area of the A delta B, that means symmetric difference of A and B. Now next point is the Cartesian product of two sets. Now let's take A and B be two non-empty set. Non-empty set means there is at least one element contain these two sets. The set of all order pair x and y where x belongs to A and y belongs to B is called the Cartesian product of sets A and B. It is denoted by A cross B. Thus A cross B is set of x comma y. This one is the order pair of x comma y where x belongs to A and y belongs to B such that x contain A and y belongs to B. And B cross A is equal to set of y cross y comma x such that first element should be a set of B and second element should be a set of B. For example, if let's take set A contains 3 elements 1, 2, 3 and set B contains 2 elements 5, 6, then A cross B is an order pair such that first element from set A and second element from set B. So here first element of set is 1 and the second element from the set B is 5. So first order pair is 1, 5, then 1 and 6, then 2, 5, 2 and 6, then 3, 5 and 3, 6. These are the Cartesian product of A and B. Similarly, if we want to find out the Cartesian product B cross A such that first element always from the set B and the second element is always from the set A. So here the first element of set B is 5 and the first element of set A is 1. So first order pair is 5, 1, next is 5, 2, next is 5, 3. Now take the second element from set B and first element from set A. So second order pair is 6, 1, then 6, 2 and 6, 3. So this one is the Cartesian product of set B cross A. Thank you.